So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the top 10 vehicles that you need to own in GTA 5 online. And yeah, most of these vehicles are honestly quite fun to drive around. Some of them are super helpful. But before we continue on with today's video, shout out to this person right here for simply subscribing to the channel. If you're wondering how do you get a shout out in the next video, all you simply got to do is drop a sub to the channel, and I'm going to be shouting out one person in my next video that does subscribe. But anyways, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight to it. Let's get it. So for the first vehicle in today's video, we have the Tow Raider. This vehicle costs around $3.6 million, and you guys can buy this off of Warstock Cash and Carry. Now obviously it's quite a lot of money, $3.6 million, so yeah, you might have to grind to get this thing. But the best things about this vehicle is the fact that it has missiles, machine guns. It can take around 5 rockets, I'm pretty sure, before it does explode. So it's pretty well armored. It also has a pretty sick boost on it, and it actually does look pretty cool. And you guys probably thought, damn, that actually sounds like a good vehicle. But if you've never actually seen the Tow Raider before, this thing can literally swim in water. Like, this thing is a submersible vehicle, and yeah, it's basically a submarine vehicle. You guys can see right here. And it can also boost underwater, and it also has torpedoes. So basically the missiles turn into torpedoes when you shoot them underwater, which is pretty sick. And yeah, you guys can literally swim all the way underwater, and just, it's basically a submarine car. That's really all it is. It's a armored missile shooting submarine car, and I definitely recommend you guys get this because this thing is actually so sick. And the only thing it really needs to make it the most perfect vehicle is the ability to jump. So yeah, it can't really jump or anything like that. But yeah, it's honestly such an amazing vehicle, and I'd definitely get it if I were you guys and you wanted to have some fun in GTA. It's so fun. The next vehicle on this list is actually quite surprising to you guys probably, and this is the F-160 Raiju. Now, as you guys can see, this isn't a car, it's actually a fighter jet or whatever. Now, the next vehicle on today's list is actually the F-160 Raiju. Now, you guys can probably already tell this isn't actually a car or a bike. It's actually a fighter jet, and this thing is actually so sick. So if you guys know about the Hydra and the P996 laser, it's basically both of those combined and just even better than both of them. This thing can hover, it can fly normally like a normal plane, and yeah, it can also hover as well. It can shoot rockets, it can do all that sort of stuff. This thing is honestly such a sick plane, and yeah, I definitely recommend you guys get this. Now, this fighter jet actually does cost just under $7 million, and I know that's honestly crazy, but what do you expect nowadays? It is GTA Online, and the prices are just absolutely wild. But yeah, I definitely recommend you guys get this thing. I believe it actually is the fastest jet in the game, and yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, it's either this or the Pyro, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, this thing is pretty quick, and I believe it can go 374 kilometers an hour or like 230 something miles an hour. So yeah, it's pretty quick for GTA style. You know, if it was real life, it would be a lot quicker, but you already know how GTA is. Everything's way slower than real life. But yeah, this thing is such a nice jet, and I definitely recommend you guys get it. So the next vehicle on this list is actually the Camacho, and you guys are probably going to be surprised at this one because I mean, no one even talks about this vehicle anymore. And the only main reason why I think this should be fitting on the list is because of the price of this vehicle and how well it is for the price. You know, how good it is for the price you can actually get it. This vehicle costs around $300,000 to $400,000. I believe it's around 450k. It might actually be 350k, but yeah, it's a very, very cheap vehicle considering, you know, how everything is in GTA 5 nowadays. But yeah, the Camacho is one of the best off-roaders in the game, and you can literally fit the whole squad in this vehicle. That is why I chose to put it on this list. Now, obviously, there are better off-roader vehicles, such as, you know, I don't actually even know, but yeah, this thing is honestly, yeah, this thing is such an amazing off-roader, and definitely for the price, I recommend you guys get it. And it just honestly looks super nice as well, and this is completely stock in the footage. Anyways, the next vehicle on this list, we have the Itali GTO Stinger TT. Now, you guys are probably thinking, what did this guy just say, bro? How many names does this car have? And yeah, it's honestly got the longest car name in GTA, I swear. But this thing is called the Itali GTO Stinger TT, and this is the fastest car in GTA 5. Now, you're probably wondering, how is this the fastest car? So basically, if you guys are on the next gen consoles, such as the Xbox Series S, X, or the PS5, or the PS7, basically anything like that, if you guys are on any of those consoles, you guys will actually have access to this car, or basically anyone has access to this car. But if you're on the next gen consoles, you'll have access to this car with the HSW upgrades. which if you go to the LS car meet, you can upgrade this vehicle with HSW, and basically makes the car a lot faster than normal. So if you normally have this car without HSW, it actually isn't the fastest car in the game. The BF Weevil Custom is actually the fastest, but if you have this car with the HSW upgrades, it's literally the fastest vehicle in GTA 5. Now obviously it's only going to be for PS5 and Xbox Series and all that sort of stuff, but yeah, this is the fastest car for next gen GTA, and it's really a nice car. And honestly, the best thing about it is the speed, of course, but it actually does look like a pretty cool car, and it is actually based off the Ferrari something, I don't even know, Ferrari Aventador or something like that. But anyways though, it's honestly such a beautiful car. Now if you're wondering where do I buy this vehicle, you actually can buy it off Legendary Motorsport for around $2.38 million, so just under $2.4 million. And yeah, I definitely recommend it because it's actually such a nice car. If you guys want to get around the map super quickly, then I definitely recommend it. This next vehicle, we have the Bravado Buffalo STX. Now I'm not even gonna lie, this is probably my favorite car in GTA 5, and yeah, this car is honestly so beautiful, bro, and it's so nice, and there's actually a lot of hidden features about it, and they're not really hidden, but you know, you wouldn't really expect it for the vehicle that it is. Now basically, obviously face value, this car is a super nice muscle car, and I definitely recommend you guys get it because I feel like it actually is the best muscle car in GTA 5. Other than the Bravado Buffalo EVX. Now it's basically this but electric, and it looks kind of clapped, I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, this one is actually so nice, and yeah, I definitely recommend you guys get it. If you guys actually do purchase this vehicle, you can go to your agency and go to the Imani Tech, and you can actually make it so this vehicle is completely armored and stuff like that. You can also set it so that oppressors and, you know, fighter jets and stuff like that cannot lock onto your vehicle, so you can't get griefed by an oppressor with the rockets, the homing rockets, and yeah, they won't be able to lock onto your car. So that's another good feature about it if you do upgrade it that way. But honestly, you can just make some clean builds with this, and it can do pretty good wheelies as well and stuff like that. So if you just want to have fun with a nice looking muscle car, definitely recommend you guys get this one. It's such a beautiful vehicle. Now if you're wondering where do I buy this vehicle, you want to go to Southern San Andreas Super Autos, and it does cost around $2.1 million. So yeah, it's going to cost you just over $2 million for this vehicle, and yeah, I'd honestly definitely recommend it. It's such a nice car. Now the next vehicle on this list is actually a helicopter, and I've tried to go over every different section of vehicles in GTA for this video. So I've gone over helicopters, planes, off-road vehicles, sports vehicles, supercars, you know, stuff like that, all those ones. And yeah, there is a bike coming up as well, but it's not really a bike. You guys will see, it's going to be after this one. It's sort of a bike, but it's not really what you think it would be. But anyways, we have this helicopter right here, which is actually called the Akula. And yeah, this is a super nice helicopter, and there's some good features about this helicopter. Obviously, as you guys can see by the footage, it is a pretty cool looking helicopter, and it's sort of like a stealth helicopter, because actually if you guys press, I don't know what button it is, but basically there's a button you press and it either takes the weapons out, and so you can use the weapons, or it puts them away. And when you put the weapons away, you are actually off the radar, so basically other players cannot see you on the map when you're in this helicopter, as long as you don't have the weapons activated. And that's actually such a good feature, because you can literally sneak up on other players and they'll have no clue. I mean, maybe if they see you flying around, but you could fly away up in the air so they don't see you, and then you could just drop bombs on them or something like that, because with this helicopter you can actually drop mortar bombs and all those sort of bombs. What's the other bombs called? I don't even remember. But there's all sorts of things you guys can do with this, and you can also get barrage missiles as well. And if you don't know what a barrage missile is, it's basically where it shoots like 5 missiles in the span of like 2 seconds. So it's like boom, 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 missiles everywhere. So yeah, I would honestly watch out if you saw someone with this. Yeah, they're probably gonna try and get you. But this is such a nice helicopter, and if you're wondering where do you buy it and how much is it, you can actually buy this thing off Warstock Cash and Carry, and this vehicle costs around $3.7 million. So yeah, it's definitely a recommendation if you guys want to get a nice stealth helicopter to fly around the map, and it just looks awesome as well. Now it can't be a top 10 GTA vehicles list without the Oppressor Mark II. I know a lot of people hate this vehicle, but a lot of people love it as well, and it's honestly the most infamous, most well-known vehicle in GTA 5. Let's be honest, this is the most known vehicle in GTA Online, the Oppressor Mark II. Now this vehicle cost $8 million. Yes, they actually did recently, well, it's not really recent anymore, but they did up the price of it from around 4-6 million or something like that to $8 million. So yeah, it's going to cost you quite a lot to get this vehicle, but it honestly is worth it because this thing is so much fun to fly around. And if you do actually want something that's even more fun, I'd recommend you get the first version of the Oppressor, which is the Oppressor Mark 1. It's basically the Oppressor Mark 2, except it has wheels and you can't really fly it. It does glide, but you can't really fly it. This one you can literally fly anywhere you want. You don't have to touch the ground to keep flying and gliding around. You can literally fly all the way up in the air. It has around 20 rockets to it before you do run out of rockets. And yeah, this thing is such a great vehicle in GTA 5. Even if you hate it or love it, it's just, it's just a great vehicle. This next vehicle on the list is basically the other Itali GTO Stinger TT's little brother. This is the Itali GTO, the OG Itali. And if you guys don't know about this vehicle, this is one of the coolest vehicles in the game, and it is a nice sports vehicle. So if you want to get a sports car, I definitely recommend you guys get this Itali GTO. Now you guys can buy this car off of Legendary Motorsport, and it's gonna set you guys back just under $2 million, so just under $2 million for this vehicle. Now this is such a nice car. This is so much fun to drive, and one of my favorite things about this vehicle is that when you guys are driving and you're going over bumps, this car gets an insane speed boost and it just goes super quick. Now it's definitely not the fastest car in the game, but it's definitely up there for its price and just for what it is. It's a very nice car. It is a two-door vehicle, so you can't really fit the whole squad in here, but it still is pretty fast. And yeah, it's just a nice cruiser car. You can make some clean builds with it as well. Probably not what it looks like in the footage, because I don't know why I just made this car look clapped, but you can really make some clean builds with this car. But let's move on to the next one. So the next vehicle in today's video is actually the Comet S2, and this is just such a beautiful car. That's really the only reason why I put it on this list. If you guys are interested in doing car meets and stuff like that, and you are wondering what's a good car to do for car meets, I would recommend you guys purchase the Comet S2. You can actually buy this car for around 1.8 million off of Legendary Motorsports. And if you guys can just look at the screen right now, this car is so nice, bro. It's one of the cleanest cars in the game, and it honestly looks so realistic. I don't know how Rockstar gets away with doing this, but the car literally looks like the one from real life. It's actually crazy. And if you're wondering, this is obviously a Porsche in real life. And yeah, it's such a nice car, and I definitely recommend you guys get it if you are interested in a nice cruising looking car. This thing can just cruise around the map, and it's pretty fast as well. But yeah, I definitely recommend you guys get it if you do like the look of it. But yeah, this is just my personal opinion. It's just such a nice car, honestly. But for the final vehicle in today's video, we have the scramjet. Now I'm pretty sure everyone that played GTA Online knows about this vehicle, and if you don't already have it, I definitely recommend you guys pick this one up. It costs around $4 million, and you guys can purchase this off of War Stock Cash and Carry. And you're probably wondering, that's a lot of money for this vehicle, but trust me, it is so much fun. Now don't mind the bad gameplay, because I'm not gonna lie, I was playing on keyboard and mouse when I recorded this footage, and yeah, I did not know how to use the controls for this thing. So yeah, don't mind the crashing and boosting all over the place. I mean, that's the fun in it. But yeah, I don't even know what I was doing in the footage. Yeah, bro cannot drive. But hey, don't mind the bad gameplay. This is one of the funnest vehicles in GTA 5, and honestly, you have so much fun with this thing. Now be careful, because there's a rumor, or it's not even a rumor, it's a fact at this point, that this thing just is attracted to water, like it's a water magnet. So basically, if you're boosting up in the air and you've done a big jump in the air, there's probably like a 97.5% chance that you're going to land in a pool or in the ocean or just any sort of water. I don't even know, bro. It just seems to always happen. So just be careful about that. But other than that, it's honestly such a fun vehicle. And that's going to be it for today's video, because I honestly just yapped for like 14 minutes, bro. But now, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. And if you guys did, man, drop a like, drop a sub, and I appreciate all of yous. And if you watched the very end of this video, go ahead and comment GTA 6 in the comments down below. Let's get it, bro.